Well, sinenkinga la decision making on the final third. If you look at the Betway Premiership, that's the main problem. And if you look at that problem, it results to a national team. And if teams, all the teams that are playing with Betway Premiership and also those that are playing Motsepe Foundation and ABC Motsepe, if they can rectify that problem, it's decision making on the final third. What to do on the final third, when to do it, and how to do it. I think South Africa will be on a better position in dominating African football, not only with club level but also with national level. Our coach need assistance to actually help rectify those minor shortcomings when it comes to finishing and decision making on the final third. Inside the first 10 minutes, Motiba got a chance. It's a one-on-one with the goalkeeper Mayov. And somehow, instead of chipping the ball, he just tried and put it through the legs of Mayova, and it was a brilliant save from Mayova. Unfortunately, he was injured during that save. And I think how Sundowns started on like a house on fire, that injury, I think it paused the game for at least 6 minutes, which could do two things. It gives a team an opportunity to reorganize themselves and work on their game plan even more, or they become lenient and lose the momentum, which I think it was the case when it comes to Sundowns. But they brought in Umbanjwa instead for Rumayova to be in those goals. And he came in and made a number of beautiful saves for the Sundowns. I remember one of the spectacular saves is the one that he pulled, saving Umkwena. It was a beautiful strike into the top corner, and Umbanjwa raised into the occasion and padded it out. So there were so many other opportunities that the Sundowns gotten, which Umbanjwa actually rose into the occasion to ensure that the Arrows secures a victory namhlanje. Now, if you look at the approach of Sundowns, it was a 1-4-2-3-1. Sometimes Sundowns play with a 4-3-3. It depends who is available and who is introduced to the first 11. So namhlanje they had Obas no Ayande no Mailula, which means they were playing with a diamond with Umailula just behind Motiba, and then Ayande playing as the number 8 and Obas as the number 6. However, speaking about Obas playing as a number 6, I think Sundowns, if they do not correct their defensive errors, I'm speaking about Ukoza being a youngster, sometimes it actually shows at times, including Johannes, I think game time, sometimes it shows. And the fact that both these players doesn't have the pace, sometimes they will be outpaced with some of the forward players, particularly what we saw Golini Arrows. I think Udion shows that he is actually outpacing them. And that shows a weakness with their defense line is under. And sometimes Mtunyero, when he goes down the line to actually add a numerical advantage on attack, it takes some time for him to come back, which compromises their center pairing because it forces Johannes to actually cover for him. And I don't think Johannes has a strength to play as a fullback. So maybe also there, I think coach needs to actually find a solution or bring in probably Umorena to play that position, because Umorena recovery pace is slightly better than Egam Tunyelo. However, Tunyelo is not a bad player. It's just that sometimes it takes a little longer for him to come back over the pit. So if he comes back in to actually pair with Ukoza, and I think it works very, very well, because I don't see my qualities of being a center back. And also, I think Obas is a little bit reckless in that center, which is a disadvantage on its own. So when it comes to defensive structure, centers, I think they need to actually fix that, at least in 4 positions. The number 6, the center pairing a corner, and also a full back on our right. If they can rectify that, I think they can be something. However, if they can control the ball, those errors will not be evident because they will not be tested. Should they maintain a control of the match and ensure that the ball all the time remains on their side? Are they comfortable to keep the ball like that? That's another story to tell. But I think because they are given an opportunity, and we do not know. I do not know in terms of injuries with Sundowns what's really going on with their top tier players who usually don that Sundowns jersey and play on those positions. I don't know what happens. Who goes on the other end? I think that goal actually, that split second undecisiveness that he made after Ugasa played that ball behind the defense, knowing that I'm a defender a little bit slow than Udion. I think that split second undecided moment is the one that resulted into a goal. However, it was a very, very beautiful ball, and it was played by Ugasa, and it was very, very inviting. And you want to come out and don't really reach the ball, or you stay on your goals, which he decided to stay in the goals, and then later on realized that actually I could have actually feared the ball, and then it was very, very late, and it was easy for Dion to actually put that in the back of the net. Speaking about Arrows scoring goals, there were so many other opportunities Arrows that created, because Arrows was playing on transition. They were playing on a low block. I think that was forced by how Sundowns was actually dominating the play. But I think outlet to Abogugas and Ostole, not Young, I think they were very, very spectacular to ensure that they exploit some weaknesses in Sundowns whenever Arrows got a chance on transition. And I think Arrows had a chance to actually bury this game away, but they did not do that, because again it all boiled down to decision making on the final third. Sometimes where Sundowns was out of shape and the Arrows was on position on attack, the delay to actually play the pass, somehow I think that's what saw Arrows failed to capitalize on those moments, because I think they could have scored at least 4 in those chances should they have used correctly, and the decision making Yakona was proper. But on the other end, which is the same thing, Sundowns could have actually scored a lot of goals, but Umbanjwa stood tall in that goal to ensure that he secured a win Arrows. So congratulations to Colin Arrows, congratulations to Pitso Dlada and his team. I think he proved, Coach Pitso Dlada, that he's one to actually look out for. He's very, very good at coaching, and how he actually structured that midfield to ensure that they give a proper rest defense in front of that defense line. I think it was proper how they shift in front of that defense to deny Sundowns easier penetration in the pocket. I think it was fantastic, and how they actually won back Ebola. Speaking about Udlamini Maxwell and Ozwan, I think it was very, very brilliant. And I think Sundowns really need to go back to Arrows and get a second player, because in the middle, Sundowns is struggling. You could see that Tutewongo is injured, and you could see that Jaden Adams is no more. So for them to actually try and actually find somebody who will stand in that position that is, or that void that was left by the magnificent Jaden Adams, I think Uzwane could be a best fit for them. He can actually help circulate the ball. Very, very nice. He's skillful. He's got the pace, good recovery foot. He is very, very good, and I think he could be a perfect fit for the Sundowns should they really want to compete in all fronts. Because right now, with the players that they have, it looks like they are going to have problems to try and reclaim the Lokulani Beche Premiership and to try and defend the CAF Champions League. So it's going to be very, very hard, but we will see on Wednesday how they played, or how they play against Amazulu. They're going to equal in Arrows game on Sunday, but it's up to them. Coach Miguel Cardoso is a very smart and good coach. He might actually come up with some solutions as far as the Sundowns is concerned. The great thing is the fact that the players like Kulise is available, Umrana is available, Umvada also is available, and also Santos, Nozwana. So speaking about it, defensive hour that is looking a little bit shaky. I think they can rectify that by introducing Umvala. I'm not sure if he's fit enough to actually play, but I think he's actually a better choice to actually be slotted in that center pairing in the back, and also probably introduce Mkhulisa in the middle of the park to play alongside to Iron. And I think after he was introduced, there was a little bit of control in the middle of the park for Mamelodi Sundowns. However, speaking about control in the middle of the park, Arrows, they showed they can dominate the Sundowns if they want to, because they are skillful. Not that they are more skillful, or they were more skillful than the Sundowns, and they were more pacey. They outpaced at midfielder Sundowns. So if they want to actually dominate the Sundowns, Equal and Arrows with those three in the middle, they can do that. And the fact that a player like Ufanil wasn't available in the plan, also an incredible winger for the Arrows, not taking anything away from Abokas and Abostole, but it shows there's a little bit of depth we call in Arrows, and the talent is proper. And if they want to dominate any team, they can. But I think they're very, very good in playing on transitional football. So congratulations to them. I think they are a team to watch this season. I think what Mangoba Mngqithi has built with the Golden Arrows, it's the fruits now. And Coach Pitso Dlala is coming in to continue the good work that was started by Coach Mangoba Mngqithi. But there's also a player like, where is that player? He's no longer with Arrows. I think there was a Ghanaian, not a Ghanaian, but there was a player who was, I think it was Garel, so was playing in the middle for the Arrows last season. He's not available for now. And if he's still with the Arrows, I think the Arrows actually shows within a depth, and they can actually compete with any team that is whipping to a Premiership. So, hard luck, Thomas Sandawana. You guys live to fight another day. We'll see you on Wednesday. I don't know if I watch Sundowns or your Chiefs. Probably I'll watch your Chiefs. I don't know. Only Wednesday will tell what's going to happen. This is Nevertheless Comedy about kakhulu support. Kakhulu support. Qhubeka njalo futhi nesisupport. Siyanithanda kakhulu. Isandla sidlula ikhanda. Salute.